The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hayes. Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. So Minnesota's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Long incompletions. Okay, you got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Ohio State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Looking for room, it's Jackson. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Trying to run, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Hayes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Minnesota has been perfect in bowl games under P.J. Fleck. Now the challenge, row that boat into deeper postseason waters.
But this is a guy who's very tenured in an era of college football where there's so much turmoil and turnover at the head coaching spot. Minnesota has found their guy in consistency. I think he's a guy who motivates this team extremely well, Dave, and because of that each and every year, this has got to be a program you keep your eye on.
Always, and they're always a team that's knocking on the door of beating some of these better teams that are playing for national titles or playing to get in the college football playoff. Just consistency, defense, toughness, always have a running game, don't beat themselves. That's what you expect from Minnesota football teams.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Oh, what a move to get open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love this offense. They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Grab near the marker, it's Tate. Into the secondary on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
and he's going to score. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The short hands, it's Tracy. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Tracy. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The give on the option. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. Fights off a defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now on comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll close the gap to 14. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. Across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air, it's Sayin. He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the single back. Hard running there. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
To do here on 2nd and long. Pivots to Taylor. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. He didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down. There
he goes! Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The offense changing the play. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, better look out! Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
3-25.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
With the catch, it's Jackson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. inside the red zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over James Madison. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, they did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. With the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Powers forward. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to barge in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game lead. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on.
Pulls it in on the right. He's brought down, but this freshman is not afraid to take a shot.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Gophers will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Leaves it with the running back. And into the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Winning those individual